Servant leadership, a philosophy that prioritizes the needs of followers and empowers them to reach their full potential, has gained significant traction in recent years. However, despite its growing popularity, the question remains, is servant leadership truly a practical concept applicable in today's fast paced and competitive world? Or is it merely a lofty ideal confined to academic discussions and theoretical frameworks? This exploration delves into the core principles of servant leadership, examines its practicality in various organizational contexts, and addresses potential challenges associated with its implementation. Let us first understand what servant leadership is all about. Robert K. Greenleaf, who coined the term in his 1970 essay, The Servant as Leader, defined servant leadership as a philosophy and set of practices that enriches the lives of individuals, builds better organizations, and ultimately creates a more just and caring world. At its core, servant leadership inverts the traditional power pyramid, replacing the needs of others above the leader's self interest. What are the key characteristics of servant leaders? The first characteristic is listening. They'll actively listen to understand the needs, aspirations, and concerns of their team members. The second feature is empathy. They demonstrate genuine care and concern for the well being of others. Healing is the next characteristic. They foster an environment of trust and support, enabling individuals to overcome personal and professional challenges. Awareness comes next. They possess a deep understanding of themselves and the impact of their actions on others. Persuasion is the next characteristic. They influence and motivate through reasoned arguments and collaborative decision making rather than relying on positional authority. The next characteristic is conceptualization. They possess the ability to think beyond day to day realities and envision a compelling future for the organization. Foresight comes next. They anticipate future trends and challenges, enabling proactive planning and decision making. Next feature is stewardship. They act as responsible custodians of the organization's resources and are accountable for its long term sustainability. Commitment to the growth of people comes next. They invest in the personal and professional development of their team members, recognizing their inherent value and potential. Building community is another characteristic. They foster a sense of belonging and shared purpose among team members, creating a collaborative and supportive work environment. What are the practical applications of servant leadership? While the principles of servant leadership may appear idealistic, they have proven effective in a variety of organizational settings. Increased employee engagement is one such element. When employees feel valued, heard, and supported, their motivation and commitment to the organization increases. Servant leaders foster a positive work environment where individuals feel empowered to contribute their best efforts. The next is improved collaboration and teamwork. By emphasizing trust, empathy, and mutual respect, servant leaders create a culture of collaboration. Team members are more likely to share ideas, support each other, and work together towards common goals. Enhanced creativity and innovation is another practical outcome. Servant leaders encourage experimentation and risk taking, creating a safe space for individuals to express their creativity and explore new ideas. This can lead to breakthrough in terms of innovations and improved organizational performance, stronger customer relationships, are another outcome. Servant leadership extends beyond internal stakeholders. By prioritizing the needs of customers and empowering employees to provide exceptional service, organizations can build lasting customer loyalty. The next comes ethical and responsible decision making. Servant leaders prioritize ethical considerations and the long term well being of all the stakeholders. This leads to more responsible as well as sustainable business practices. Now, let us delve into the examples of organizations that have successfully implemented servant leadership principles. These include Southwest Airlines, Starbucks, and the Container Store. These companies have demonstrated that prioritizing employee well being and empowerment can lead to increased customer satisfaction, improved financial performance, and a stronger organizational culture. All these elements are extremely important for any organization. Now, let us examine the challenges and misconceptions. Despite its proven benefits, implementing servant leadership is not without challenges. The first is perceived weakness, which is a challenge. In cultures that equate leadership with authority and control, servant leadership can be misconstrued as a sign of weakness or indecisiveness. Time commitment is another challenge. Building trust, fostering relationships, and empowering others requires significant time and effort. In fast paced environments, leaders may struggle to balance these responsibilities with immediate operational demands. Resistance to change is the next point. Shifting from a traditional hierarchical structure to a servant leadership model can encounter resistance from individuals accustomed to the top down authority. Difficulty in measurement comes next. The impact of servant leadership can be challenging to quantify, making it difficult to demonstrate its return on investment in traditional metrics. How could we address the challenges of servant leadership? The first is education and training. Organizations need to invest in training programs that help leaders develop the skills and mindset necessary for servant leadership. The next point is cultural transformation. Shifting to a servant leadership culture requires a long-term commitment and a clear articulation of its benefits to all stakeholders. Leading by example is also very vital in this context. Senior leaders must embody the principles of servant leadership to create a cascading effect throughout the organization. Focus on qualitative metrics is also vital. While quantitative measures are important, organizations should also track qualitative indicators such as employee engagement, customer satisfaction, and ethical conduct to assess the impact of servant leadership. Servant leadership in the modern age, what is it all about? In today's rapidly changing world, characterized by technological disruptions, globalization, and increasing complexity, servant leadership is more relevant than ever. Its emphasis on adaptability, collaboration, and ethical decision making provides a compass for navigating uncertainty and building resilient organizations. By empowering individuals, fostering a sense of community, and prioritizing the long term well being of all stakeholders, servant leadership offers a sustainable model for the modern age. It is not merely a theoretical concept, but a practical approach to leadership that can drive organizational success and contribute to a more just and equitable society. To conclude, servant leadership, while seemingly idealistic, offers a practical and effective approach to leadership in the 21st century. By prioritizing the needs of others, empowering individuals, and fostering a culture of collaboration, servant leaders can create organizations that are not only successful but which also contribute to the greater good. While implementing servant leadership requires commitment, patience, and a willingness to challenge the traditional notions of power, its potential benefits far outweigh the challenges. Thank you for your time.